such a pain in my tail. Take your questions to Sly Claws.
Why do you bother, Sly Claws? You stand between the warp and the rift, the entrance to the glorious hive of the mighty spiders of the Arachna! No one can proceed without a quivering band. Elsewise, the mammoth arachnids over the web gates will devour you! Alive! If you want a quivering band, you'll need to brave the Warp Tower and ask Ekrovich Badblood, the Shadow Weaver Lord, nicely.
Revealed anything about the location of the wizard? Wait, who are you? The wizard? How did you... Never mind! Die in the name of the Shadow Web! Quivering band, light child. The rat spy? The long shadow mantises captured him sniffing around the Atrimental Gate. He suffers in the pit of despair.
You survived! Rat prisoner? Yes, the bad rat. You want to go to the pit of despair? To reach the pit of despair, pass through the web gate, through the Way of Gloom. Or you could just surrender to me. No, I didn't think so. You want to find the Warden Benthamic, an unfriendly sort. He is always scurrying, watching the prisoners. To find Warden Benthamic, you'll have to ask the Delving Goliaths. I'm sure they'll be very welcoming if you smile.
Warden watches all from up there! You are the wizard that everyone is chittering about, are you not? Fascinating. No, I do not need to fight you. I am a creature of science and intellect, not war and violence. You wouldn't understand. You are looking for a rat spy. Let me think. We have so many guests. Ah, yes, I recall. The rat captain from Skull Island, whatever backwater hovel in a spiral that is. Let me give you the key to his cell.
Our blood, we are so hungry. You should not be here. Bite your face. Sorry to fight you, just so hungry. You let us go? Many thanks, wise spellbinder. We escaped the hive!
Time to have a hard talk with Warden Benthomic.
Did I send you to the wrong cell? So hard to remember them all, but you survived the savage barbarians. Fascinating. I'm sorry. Here, take this key. I swear, by the Shadow Queen, you'll find the Rat Captain contained within. And maybe something else. What? No, I didn't say anything. Stop glowering at me.
There passed a weary time. Each throat was parched, and glazed each eye. A weary time, how glazed each weary eye.
I'll ask again, and again, and again. How did you get here? Where is the wizard? What is your plan?
When looking westward, I beheld a something in the sky.
What's that? Wait, who are you? Some new warlord sent by Warden Benthomic? No, you're the wizard!
Nobody expects to... Oh, never mind.
With throats unslaked, with black lips baked, we could not laugh nor cry. Through utter drought, all dumb we stood. I bit my arm, I sucked the blood, and cried, my old ally! It has been too long, friend wizard. I appear to owe you again for freeing me from another waking nightmare. You're a good sword wizard. How did I get here? Ahead of you? I took a shortcut, but that ain't worked out so well for me, huh? You're trying to reach the Shadow Queen. Come quick, come quick. I know this place. I've been here before. I can guide you. I'll show you how to beat her. This way. We go down and travel the way she can't see. We go in here. This pit of despair. The warped weaver holds the unlocking band we need.
More volunteers? I do not know what will happen if I put you through the mutation chamber, but I'm willing to experiment. I did not expect you to be able to defeat a pair of savage Goliaths. You are most formidable. Luckily, I have more. Enough! Here is the band you need. But you'll find only tears and abominations in the black hole.
Yes, good. The black hole. That is where our path must go. Long ago, I heard the Magi whisper its secrets. Down, down, down we must go into the black hole. That is how you'll beat her. With a weapon so powerful, the Magi hid it away. Go stand on the edge of forever and cry this thrice, Carlotta Akavatika!
You stand as close to the edge as you dare. Waves of vertigo threaten to knock you down. The whole pit seems to pulse. You do as Captain Coleridge bade, and cry, Carlotta Akavatika! Carlotta Akavatika! Carlotta Akavatika! A tiny yellow and brown spider descends on a silver web. In a blur of motion, she creates a web ladder.
What are you waiting for? Climb down! It will hold. I'll wait here.
It was the rat captain that brought you here to the black hole. With his promise of power over the Shadow Queen, his promise of a secret weapon. But did you forget? Rats lie. Rats are not known for courage and heart and mercy. Rats only speak of hunger and sickness and death. Does that give you comfort down here, alone, in the dark?
Go back, Spellbinder. Go back, Wizard. Go back. This path only ends in misery. Either I will slay you, or you will unlock the vaulted doors and be annihilated. A moment. The light is hard on these poor eyes. The sounds too loud. The smell. I have not tasted fresh air in a long, long time. I am Old Cobb, and I owe you a tremendous debt. You are here to stop the Shadow Queen. Good. I will help you. I know the old ways and lost secrets of the Hive.
You see? Old Captain Coleridge did not steer you wrong. I told you we had to go down as far as we could go.
Before we can go up, and up we shall go. Captain, lead on.
In here, yes? Yes?
Yes, inside. Wizard, duel the savage Goliaths, but do not hurt them too badly. We need to recover some of their true essence. Now, use the true essence on the mutation chamber and watch.
You take the true essence you collected and add it to the mutation chamber. It is almost, but not quite, thoroughly unpleasant. There's a crackle of power. It feels like life and myth and shadow all intertwined. And then...
What? Where? Who? How? Why?
Hush, little bee. You are free of the shadow web. Return to your queen and be at peace. Morganthe's tendrils run deep. I was afraid I might not be able to pull that off. With your heart and my wisdom, Wizard, we may be able to shape the foundations of the Shadow Palace and the Umbra Legion. We must travel up higher, back to the warp and the weft, the center of all things. There is a small cavern there, the Recluse Chamber, a place of contemplation and focus. We need the spinner crystals inside.
I will lead the way, I will.
I came in here to get away from it all. Who are all of you? A wizard, a rat, and a hooded stranger walk into the Recluse Chamber. Sounds like a setup to a bad joke.
With these crystals, I unweave the spells that tangled up your spirit, Captain. I remove the shadow on your heart. And I free you of your service. Go forth, live your own life, and be gone from here.
Free? Truly? The mariner whose eye is bright, whose beard with age is hoar, is gone.
He will live a natural life now, to make of it what he will. And it gives me a mote of my power back. You must open the way of Ungul. Go into the tower of the weft. You will encounter trapdoor spiders throughout. Collect their bristles. With them we can open the web gate and head up to the Palace of Fangs.
You scratch the bristles along the web as old Cobb directs. The vibrations cause the web to twitch and withdraw.
This is the Palace of Fangs, where they take baby spiders and train them to be deadly gladiators and skinners. It also holds the Night Orb Chamber, where we must pause for a respite. Deal with the Arachna Skinners, or else we will be overrun by the rest of the hive. The long climb taxed me more than I expected. I will await you here.
Spellbinder! We thought you were trapped in the pit of despair! When we're done with you, you'll wish you were! We have failed you, Shadow Queen! Scurry! Scurry! Scurry away!
The Skinners seem to have lost some of their vigor. It has been a considerable time since I have walked amongst them. I can sense a treasure in the next chamber. The Arachna gladiators long sought this secret, and Morganthe gave it to them. This is a forge for shadow energy, where it is hammered and folded into a physical edge. Enter the chamber of the Shadow Smith and deal with the guards. With luck, the Smith will be receptive to our cause.
The Shadow Queen has many weapons, and I am one of them! The smith is yours, but the Shadow Queen will destroy you all!
Who are you? I am Azelia the Arms Master. Long have I been forced to craft weapons for the most noble and cruel Arachna. Of late, the Magi have insisted I fold in strange magic from the Shadow Web to create instruments of deadly beauty. It is dangerous work, but I do not mind smithing for a cause I believe in.
This weapon crafter may be of help in our pain. The Arachna gladiators channel some of the Shadow Web into the Night Orb Chamber for their martial training and shadow weapons. We must take this power back from them. Go into the Night Orb Chamber and claim its namesake jewel. Defeat whomever you must.
No, it cannot be you. How did you make it so far? I sense great magic in you. This is going to be rough. Take the Night Orb.
Not so fast, little duelist. I've heard many stories of you. Trained by the pompous Diego, student of Merle Ambrose, adept of shadow magic, conqueror of warlords. Ha! Let's put it to the test, shall we? If you win, you get the Night Orb. If I win, I'll take your head. Better and faster than I expected. You win this round. Take the Night Orb. I'll prepare for our next encounter.
I did not expect Morganthe to mount such strong resistance. It appears she still has many cards to play. Now, let us see the Night Orb. The Night Orb is a drop of shadow magic, frozen in physical form. It is night and dark and chaos you can hold in your hand. The Night Orb is a conduit to the Shadow Web. On its own, it could give an individual the gift of shadow magic without study. But we can instead embed it here to allow others to tap into the river of magic. Wizard, use the Night Orb to make the Fountain of Night flow. Then speak to Ezelia, the Arms Master.
You hold the Night Orb up toward the fountain. There's a tremendous rush of wind and energy. You sense, see, taste, hear, smell, and feel power being pulled from the immense shadow web and pooling here.
Well done. Any who wish to study the ebb and flow of shadow can study here and can drink deep of its depths. It will take generations for the shadow web to be drained of its reservoir, but the Arachna Magi no longer hold all the cards.
The Fountain of Night lets me craft you a new style of weapon. Before now, only the Shadow Queen's elite had access to my arms. I believe I am the first in the spiral to craft this kind of magic. You need it for your crusade to tear down the Shadow Queen. However, in return, you must find any Mantis tributes that are in the hive and release them. Agreed? Thank you. Take this weapon, now steeped in shadow. Look in the city of Sardonyx if you ever need to find me again.
A fine weapon. It could be a help in the upcoming battles, for many of your foes will be well versed in shadow magic. It took Morganthe many years of study to learn shadow magic, and she quickly surpassed the spider magi who taught her. Still, she was reluctant to share what she had learned, until her power bloomed with the infusion of a great rush of death magic. Now that Morganthe is saturated with power, she hands it out easily to any who might defeat you. You should be honored. It is time to turn our attention to the House of the Magi, where the true and powerful Arachna elders dwell. Spiders are tricky by nature. Be on guard. We must engage the Arachna gladiators who defend the noble Magi in order to gain entry. only earned yourself entry to a host of horrors. This is the House of the Magi, where the Elder Spider folk spin their plots and practice their magic. Nothing is safe here, and while I would never say all Arachna are wicked, these may be the worst of the lot. You must clean out the cobwebs to press ahead. Deal with the spider adepts who cling to their dark vision like nymphs clinging to their mother's wings.
You cannot come into this sacred place. We will eat your eyes. But we are the least in the House of the Magi.
They are indeed the least. Now for something greater. The reflection chamber lies before you. While it may sound serene and contemplative, it is anything but. It is a chamber of deception. You will find the Mantis tributes that Azelia spoke of. Do your best with them, but ideals are hard to fight. Embrace the shadow and the dark heart at the center of your core. You know you are stronger than a bee or a mouse. You know you are more clever than a thousand-legger and more willful than a scorpion. You need to clutch onto those feelings with your raptorial claws and be ready to fulfill the Shadow Queen's every whim. Ah, we seem to have a visitor. Demonstrate what you have learned. Kill the wizard!
You should not be here. Die for the Magus!
But the Shadow Queen shall never die.
Strike one of us down and two more shall rise to take our place! No, wait, that's someone else.
Many only wish to hear what they already believe. Still, there is hope for some. You will see more of this unwavering belief in the Metastasis Chamber. Enter it, but be prepared for what you may find.
As you enter the Metastasis Arch, know that you shed your old Mantis name in order to gain a new, powerful name. One that befits the Shadow Weaver you are becoming. Huh? You shouldn't be here. This is a delicate operation.
It's my turn in the spotlight. If I slay you, perhaps I will be transformed into a Shadow Weaver Lord.
This will be a good taste of my newly acquired powers.
Shadow Queen take you, Lightbringer!
Now we'll never know who is best and who is who. Stars upon thars!
Spellbinder, is there a way to undo this terrible transformation?
We should press on. You wish to try to restore these poor lost souls? Perhaps, but you will need a potent venom that can strip them back to the core. Return to the Palace of Fangs and seek out the Chamber of Tamulus. He is perhaps the greatest scorpion warrior. Defeat him and take the venom from his stinger. Bring it back here. Wizard, this would be a terrible time to die.
You should not have returned here, Wizard. I am Tamulus, the greatest of scorpion champions. My venom will blister your skin and blind your eyes. Prepare for your death. mein Stinger!
Very well done. I am most pleased that you did not die. Use the stinger venom to unravel the Metastasis Arch. This will involve pain and effort. Important work always does. For once, though, the pain will not be yours to endure directly.
Is it too late to change my mind? I'm really not so sure about this.
Spellbinder, you should not have risked yourself for me and mine, but I cannot thank you enough.
She is correct, but such is life. You have done much to unravel the webs of the Spider Magi. You have hurt them in their inner sanctum. By breaking their control of the Shadow Web and proving their transformations can be undone, you have made them fear. Worse for them, Morganthe is in her own looking-glass world. She cares not for the brief little dramas of the Hive or sardonyx. The Magi are in a blind panic. If you break their spirit, they will open the Way of Night, leading you to the Shadow Palace. Enter the Chamber of the Orb Weavers and duel Archmagus Lorcan and the Elder Magi. I will do what I can to aid you. So now I see with mine own eyes the last final hope of the fifth column. You, this, are what the burrowers have rallied around. You tiny, weak, pitiful wretch. You are what has been a burr to the great and terrible Shadow Queen. We have groomed her to be the deadliest wizard in the spiral. Every card she casts can shatter mountains and burn seas. Even should you somehow defeat us, you must face the Dark Woman in her place of absolute power, the Shadow Palace. So it shall be. The children of light and shadow, the children of prophecy, shall duel and decide the fate of the spiral. Who is this that accompanies you? No, it cannot be. Destroy the wizard! Destroy them both for the honor of the Shadow Queen! Open the Way of Night. The Shadow Queen awaits you in her full glory. Once you fall, we will wipe your name from the spiral. Well fought. With the Spider Magi Elders broken, the Umbra Legion will soon shatter. Khrysalis will be free. Save for the Shadow Queen, of course. Hurry now, through the Way of Night. And here we stand on the edge of shadow. The Spider Magi built this palace for their chosen queen long ago. But Morganthe has refined and reshaped it in her image. The enormous weight of energy Morganthe released in Azteca threatened to crush her, so she built an arcane brace to support it. It takes the form of a great tree, her Bartleby, of course. Moros watches and waits for her to master the Psalm of Creation. Face Moros the Doomtree and force him to bridge the way to the Shadow Palace, or else we cannot continue on. I am bear hateful Moros the Doomtree. I am the force that drives you towards your ultimate fate. When the Shadow Queen's song is complete, I will stand at the center of all things and hold up the Shadow Web. Allow you to reach the Shadow Palace? That will not happen. Step into the Celestial Archway and duel me if you dare, foolish wizard. Face the roots of impending fate. Face doom.
Scratch your face, whip your hair, break your nails, tear your skin, crack your bones, shred your hope.
Moros, I feel you shaking and trembling. The loops of power slipping from your branches and threatening to come undone. What is happening? What? You? How? Oh! You are the proverbial cat with 9 lives. The bad penny. The albatross around my neck. I suppose I should be surprised, but little surprises me anymore. Where is Merle and his ridiculous council? Afraid of the dark? Are you all alone now, little wizard?
There now, the Celestial Bridge spans the abyss surrounding the Shadow Palace. You may cross to find your own particular doom. Visited by Morganthe's shadow in the other plane. It is to be expected. But this is the end. There is nowhere for her to run. Can you hear the Lords of Night singing for Morganthe? I fear she has nearly mastered their song. It is up to you to free them. I cannot walk with you in this place, for Morganthe could steal what little of my strength remains. She nears the end of her ritual. If you release her captives, it may anger her enough that she cannot complete it.
The Shadow Queen has elevated me to your level, wizard. It is time for a rematch of the most dangerous game.
When one has made a decision to kill a person, it will not do to think about doing it in a long, roundabout way. The way of the samurai is one of immediacy, and it is best to dash in headlong.
You are a true beast at bay. May the hounds of Zarov take me!
It is said that what is called the spirit of an age is something to which one cannot return. This spirit gradually dissipates due to the world's coming to an end. Thus, it is important to make the best out of every generation.
Magician, free us from these shadow chains! The Shadow Queen has forced us to serve in her celestial choir. She compels us to sing in order to learn this song of creation. By freeing us, you may slow her down, find and free our brothers and sisters. But even doing so will not be enough. If you fail to stop the Shadow Queen, then all of this will have been for naught.
Wizard, I was raised in the wilds of Avalon and battle-tested in the arenas of Dragonspire. Santa Muerte was stolen as a chick from Zafaria and raised on a diet of death and fire in Azteca. On our own, we have destroyed armies and enslaved cities. You may have beaten us once, but now our strength is combined. This is the reckoning!
You fear me? You should. Would you like to know how this will end? I have seen the breaking of the sky. The Shadow Queen will scratch out the sun and scratch out the earth. She will scratch you out and end the spiral.
defeated again! I cannot believe it! Now the Wizard of Light, armed with the Sword of Kings, breaks down the mighty bear and goes forth to battle Shadow.
Shadow Queen, I am no more, and I have nothing left to give.
Magician, we have seen you fight through death and fire and storm, and still stand triumphant. The Shadow Queen has taken from us our home, our honor, and our song. Focus your will into a tight beam of light and break through her shields and wards to stop her ritual. If she wins, the Song of Creation will become a lament of suffering that resonates through every last being in the spiral.
You have crawled far on your two stumpy legs, Shadow Blight. Where is your guardian now? It is fitting that your last vision will be the glory of the Shadow Queen, seen with your pitifully few eyes.
You have no idea how thrilled I am that you made it this far. It is perfect to know that the blades of light and shadow will clash here. Our battle will be accompanied by the Song of Creation. The death of the spiral and the birth of the shadow web immortalizes us.
You are mocked by the raven and the spider. Such a thing cannot be.
I did not foresee this outcome. You have my grudging respect, wizard. Tell Diego he trained you well.
Magician, is it you?
You have freed us from the malevolent Shadow Web, but the Shadow Queen has learned all she needs to know from us. You have but this chance to stop her before she fully makes the Song of Creation her own. Know that the Lords of Night are with you in spirit.
The Lords of Night are free, Wizard, though I'm afraid Morganthe will not be so easy as her petty warlords. You, Wizard, are both the Child of Light and the Child of Shadow. Morganthe may have more raw power than you, but you have hope. You have overcome every obstacle and beaten every foe she has put in your path. Now is the time to show her that her vision is flawed. Take all that you have learned, now and before, and use that. Strike where she is weakest, and turn her strengths aside. Enter the throne room of the Shadow Palace and end her song.
I have long dreamed this. I may not have the pleasure of killing Ambrose with my own hand, but sending him your head may be sweeter still. I forget myself. A queen should not act so basely. Such a threat is beneath me, especially now on the eve of my victory. Mirror Lake broke, then Huracan the Horned One called to Xibalba, and then I brought down the sky. And you failed, and failed, and failed. But really, in the face of prophecy, what choice did you have? You dabble in shadow, but you have no idea what it truly means. Shadow forms reality, and reality bends to my whim. Face me in all my forms, and despair! Your blood shall water the foundation of my new universe.
The Shadow Web!
To destroy you, villain. I draw down the song of creation and the shadow web! Its vibrant power courses through my veins like liquid fire. I will obliterate your living memory! No, wait, it's too much. The shadow burns cold. The song is too loud. I cannot hold it all. I cannot. No!
The sky falls, taking her with it. Her song comes to an end, and all that is left is silence. Morganthe is gone. This is what happens when you are not strong enough to control the power and allow it to instead consume you. You have absorbed a great deal of Morganthe's stolen power. Too much, in fact. Should you not shed it, it would consume you. Luckily, the answer is simple. Give it back to the land. Go to Zartakazangziun and restore the Zealous Colossus. Then return to Bastion and revitalize the Rubicon Colossus. I will watch for you there.
As soon as you focus on the Zealous Colossus, you feel a surge of power from your heart go into it. There's a deep rumble of repeating thunder, the pulse of the land, that echoes through your being.
We heard the storm of your battle with the Shadow Queen, Spellbinder. What a sign of victory.
Truly, truly amazing. You have restored the land and inspired us to reach across the sea and treat with the burrowers. I can assure you that many hatchlings will now bear your name.
As with the Zealous Colossus, the Rubicund Colossus immediately springs to life upon your presence. The sense of warmth and peace fills every fiber of your being. You should tell Zaltana.
Spellbinder, I am most pleased to see your smooth face again. You have done what none thought truly possible. You have given us freedom and hope and mercy. Thank you.
Zaltana is too reserved. You are a hero to us all. The light is restored, the shadow driven out, and all our days will be joyous ones.
Spellbinder, the Khrysalis...
Restored light and life to the land. Well least I was able to see Khrysalis restored. The Arachna will suffer for a time, but they will get over it. And now it is time for us to see the spiral and all its glory, to see what we have missed for being locked away for so long. Fly free, my children. Marry and make war. Build fleeting empires and towers of cards and beautiful disasters. Fly through the spiral to Polaris, Empelia, and Mirage, to the hidden lands and the broken shores. Dear Wizard, say goodbye to Khrysalis and hello to Merle Ambrose and Bartleby for me. It is time to write a new prophecy.
Wizard, it is so good to see you hale and hearty. I must tell you, we were all concerned for your safety. Now tell me what happened. Do not spare any details. Morganthe is gone. I understand there was no other way. We must learn all we can from her story, so future tragedies may be averted. Oh, this news of old Cobb is troubling. But we shall just have to wait and see what tomorrow brings. New adventures for us all. Yes? Dear Wizard, I have some exciting news. You should come to my office at your earliest convenience.